right, so welcome to the Fantasy Football Crew. We got Waylon, we got Amon, and we got Stefan. So first things first, first things first, pour up. But first things first, let's talk about. We got a newcomer to the league, Brady. I feel like Brady was in waiting. Brady was on the bench.
They've been waiting for like 3 years.
Yeah, you
come to the parties. Just come to the parties, eat the food.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give him this though. He's committed. He's committed in some of the other people.
Applebee's waiters, you know.
I mean, like I said, I feel like he's more committed than people we've had in the past. I'm not gonna mention no names. I mean, we had the 1 year wonder, the one hit wonder. Ian.
The king is here. He's not here no more.
Yeah, man. I don't know why you ran the man off. The man was a great fantasy manager. He went out there, made powerful moves, making some of the best trades I've personally seen, and y'all get him out the league within 1 year.
Man, that man traded himself. That man traded himself out of a championship. If you go back to looking at it.
Gifted me, Zeke and Kyle Murray.
I got DJ Chark out of him, so I mean,
ended up trading Kyler Murray to Stephen for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, and don't forget, Darren Wilder was also a big pickup at the tight end position.
That's true.
But I had Kels. I had Kels on my team.
I mean,
I didn't realize.
But did y'all realize that? So I know we're gonna talk about trades today, obviously, but I know we give Amon a lot of flack for trades, but y'all realize like Amon and Rowe were tied last year for I think it was 7 trades apiece. Like Rowe was making moves too. Like I feel like that's not talked about too much, but Rowe's pretty active in the trades. I mean, Amon and Rowe started off again this year, but
what are you drinking?
In a podcast.
But so that being said,
sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
You need to sponsor me.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about surprises. So that could be any surprises, like week 1 surprise. Anybody want to start it off? What was a surprise to you 2020 fantasy football?
Man, I mean, let's go back a little bit. I'm gonna just
So we're gonna draft just anything. 2020 fantasy football.
Anything. 2020. What surprised you?
Ooh, all the running backs that slipped at the draft.
Hey, I was just about to say that too. I was about to say that able to get 3 of the top 10 running backs in the 3rd and 4th round respectively. I mean, that is pretty damn impressive. Shout out to Stephen with that, man. And getting a big win in week 1.
I mean, but
everybody was sleeping on Clyde.
I don't think they were sleeping on him.
Time out. Everybody was sleeping at the draft. Everybody was sleeping forget sleeping on Clyde. Everybody was sleeping in the 10th round of the draft. Most of y'all don't even remember the draft, let alone, they were sleeping on this player. Y'all were all sleeping at the draft, period. The conversation get in there. Because my surprise of 2020 draft is Tillman, period. Like, not just the draft, but we rolled into week 1, the lowest points in the league. I mean, granted, that was set up by design because he didn't start Ryan Tannehill.
Surprising.
But it's like, and then even surprised with who he picks up. I know we're going to talk about waivers, but surprising in that he uses that waiver spot and then goes out and gets Nyheim Hines. It was just kind of like, I mean, I know in this league it's kind of different than most leagues because you could be the lowest scoring team again and then still get another waiver pickup. So, I mean, but I don't know if that's really a strategy I'm trying to implement where it's like, let me be the lowest scoring team.
I'm going on 6 till about November.
So you're going to turn it up in week 8 and just ride it out from there.
Turn it up in November, Well, get all these waivers first, and then turn up week 8. Win my 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, because it's one thing we ain't talk about, welcoming Brady, but this year we do have new playoff rules. All but 2 teams make the playoffs.
Interesting.
I just feel like with that, I know we talk about last place and the consolidation round and all that. Man, for me personally, if you not even last, if you the 2 teams that don't make the playoffs,
both of y'all buy.
Yeah, y'all split it because you should be in the playoffs.
$100 each.
And if I win the league this year, and whoever helped me draft my team when I was out for a thing, drinks on me.
Got it.
Drinks on me.
I mean, in the 10th round was just pure madness. I mean, Amon, your wife was having a baby. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
This man Amon had a baby.
Like Amon's wife was in labor. This man's completed a draft. We got Tillman.
But we got Ian, that's a firefighter, and we couldn't even let him draft.
Yeah. He chose not to.
Exactly.
And wasn't that a dispatch? I don't know if we did we confirm. Did we confirm?
Yeah, I'm about to say no one's yet to confirm if he's actually fighting anything.
Emergency response.
Yeah, maybe fighting telephone calls. Yeah, but but Tillman, again, back to surprises. Tillman surprised me just with everything so far in 2020. In that, let's go top pick. So Dalvin Cook in the 10th, I thought was a steal. Dalvin Cook at 10.
Oh, yeah.
Only reason though, just because of at the time that we did do the draft, he had a lot of question marks going around.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but
that's
it's a
why
two-quarterback league, though. I think that too. Like, why all them running backs drop? It's a two-quarterback league.
No, it is. Which, like I said, is into my but that's into my next point. It's two quarterback league, but so then Tillman goes Dalvin Cook. I praise him for that pick, and then his drunk ass takes Dak Prescott with
with Russell still on the board. Russell, Deshaun.
Yeah,
I think Russell was gone because I think if his dad picked 10, right? His dad went.
Russell was still there.
Tillman picked 10.
Okay, but never.
Tillman picked 10.
Okay.
Tillman picked 10. Russell was still there.
Yeah, Russell was still there.
I think Russell went right after.
Right after. Yeah, he did.
Because I got a little concerned myself because I was like, should I go quarterback? But
they came off quick.
But like you said, I just saw the value was too talking about the value was too much there for me to not I couldn't go QB. Also another surprise. Talking about surprises. I guess my week 1 surprise. Anthony. I mentioned this when we was talking about notes and stuff. I didn't realize Anthony was the 3rd highest scoring team in the league. I thought it was, Fantasy Football Crew at the top. I didn't realize Anthony actually outscored Waylon.
We top 3 in rankings though.
So Kyler Murray put up 28.30. Will Fuller put up 24.20.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, solid 17.
Every week.
The thing
the difference.
You can't see that, bro.
Yeah, come on, you kill it.
But the thing that was the craziest is the fact that Calvin really dropped 38.90.
Just typing him up big. He was
Amon had the 2 highest fantasy receivers on his team.
Right.
And Adams, you need to get rid of one of them.
Hey, everybody for sale, you know that.
Everybody got a price with
Clyde. I need Clyde.
I told y'all that's a steep price. I told y'all that price is steep.
Cam Newton got a price for him, Amon.
But like I said, it surprised me really with the Calvin Ridley thing because Calvin Ridley dropped 38.90. And so my thing is, I guess is the reason it's a surprise is that when we get to the back end of the show, when we talk about, teams that, we may be worried about, I just don't know if that's something sustainable for Anthony. But like I said, it was just a shock to me that I didn't realize he dropped that many. This will get into our next topic. Part 2, where we talk about waivers. My next surprise is Roe in general. Somebody called me. Somebody put me in connect with Roe. I don't know if you got to get Dixie cups or some red bean cans, tie them together. Somebody put me in contact with Roe because I want to know what the hell Roe's doing. That man dropped Le'Veon Bell. I don't know if he knows about the IR rule. I don't know if it's like.
I don't think so.
He thought IR was like he's done for the season.
After this podcast, I'm going to put in a waiver.
Next, I seen this today. I didn't even do notes. He also dropped Evan Ingram.
Yeah. You don't perform, you get cut. That's the rule.
I was about to say, Roe is no false positives in his lineup. You get cut, you don't perform, you ain't got it. You ain't on the team. But like that surprised me too. That the way Rose approaching 2020 fantasy football surprising the hell out of me.
You know, they say Corona, no risk it, no biscuit. So you got to go out there and be willing to make the necessary moves to get where you want to get at. You know, shout out to Vito. I think that was the bellies in the bicep league.
So then, you know, so ahead of surprises, let's talk about waivers. So any interesting things y'all seen on the waivers that made y'all go like, you know, what?
I seen one. I think we touched on it already. Like when we said, you know, you go Nyheim Hines with your first, you know, the number one waiver of the waiver pick of the week, which is very, very interesting. But then after that,
Austin Hooper though.
Yeah, especially once in Gochu get hurt.
About to say that Joku got hurt.
I'm trying to see. You had another move that was
Yeah, but I don't know if Tillman drafted Austin Hooper, to be honest with you.
Oh, so that was just a late pickup.
Listen. I think an Austin Hooper pick might have been after the 10th round because I don't think he had a tight end.
Oh, true.
That might have been one of them. He was getting masseuses, and then make that pick.
You know, another one that kind of surprised me though. That's kind of, you know, even though it was 1 week, and I know we, you know, don't want to give away something, but the Mitchell Trubisky pick. You know, shout out Paul, my guy Paul, but. I don't know. That was, you know, that was a very interesting pick, and also
there's one starting quarterback left on the waivers though.
But real talk. When you say that about the Mitchell Trubisky, I was trying to figure out who I could drop in my lineup to go pick up Mitchell Trubisky. Yeah, only be like.
I said, let's see this so hot though, man. That's the only thing that gets me nervous, man.
Yeah, it does to me too. But honestly, I was just looking at it like depth because I was like, why not? Because at this point,
there's only one starting quarterback left, and that's Haskins.
Yeah, I'm on you.
Why y'all don't want to get Dwayne? Why Dwayne is not getting no love for this?
No, that's what he said. Dwayne Haskins. Who you talking about?
Oh, that's what I said. Why he's not getting no love in this league? Why
don't pick him up, man?
Drag
golf.
Trubisky, and talking about like waivers, I really thought like for a second I was pretty high on Trubisky. Only because it was interesting. Because like if you look at my QB constructions, I just think it's interesting, you know. And then I've sort of devalued the quarterback in my opinion. Like I've sort of kind of
do it.
Yeah, I think it's all about draft strategy.
I'll tell you this, the way I drafted the last probably 3 years, you get the best running back, best receiver, best tight end. You start there.
Yeah.
Everything after you build.
Now, from when I started the league, you know, I was only in here 3 years, but you also was able to get a good late round sleeper that a lot of people wasn't on. I mean, our first year in the league, he was able to get Pat Mahomes.
I drafted Mahomes in the 14th round 2 years ago.
Well, and then you was
last
able
year to
get Lamar Jackson by, you know, the miracles of trades.
No, but
other than that,
but even still, I got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to get to. And Dak Prescott, I believe, both in the late round.
And Deshaun Watson.
I'm not trying everybody to get here, but the way it works, you don't need a quarterback. Quarterback is two quarterbacks. You just need two decent quarterbacks.
Yep.
But just to kind of touch.
If you have two starting running backs and a starting receiver and a good tight end, that's the formula.
Like just to touch on that real quick, I did look at like a pre-draft, like a mock draft for a 2-quarterback system. The way we kind of drafted this year, we shout out to nephew.
That is doing something.
The way they draft, it's kind of like how it went. They do go extremely high.
Although
I just find it interesting.
Although I'll open you talked about that. Not to open into what all we do and what's our preparation and all that stuff. I feel like because it's individual based on the person. But I did find one of these like sites or something. I didn't pay for anything, but it's one of these sites, and you were able to input like do a mock draft based upon your scoring system in your league, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, I did that. It's I forgot the name of the site. I did it.
Right.
Yeah,
so fans only. 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
OnlyFans. I'm sorry, OnlyFans.
Oh.
and with this one, you was able to put bonuses and put all these things.
Bonuses, yeah, all that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When I did the mock draft, so I did the mock draft. I was picking like whatever 5, 6, whatever it was. I did the pick. What surprised me was I went running back, right? So it came back to the second round. Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, Julio, all of them still there. So I picked Michael Thomas. I'm like, what the hell? Came to the third round. Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, all still there. There was no running backs left. Like this system, and like I said, it could be flawed, it could be whatever, I mean, it's online, but it valued the running back position in this league so highly. And so it kind of like changed my perspective in terms of like looking at the teams. And that's why I ended up with so many running backs. I was planning to go running back heavy to begin with, but I was not expecting to go with the running backs I did. What happened to me though is like, I mean, that first week, like I said, that was sort of the telling thing for me because it was like Clyde got 25 easy. I mean, Brandon Jacobs. Josh Jacobs went off. So
Josh Jacobs had like 38.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
Two leagues.
Right. So
he had Russell Wilson.
He went off, right? And then in the who's my third running back?
Well, you got Miles Sanders and you got
Clyde, Zeke.
See, I got so many running backs, and Zeke just falls on the thing. But that's what I'm talking about. Zeke too, a solid 22, 23 points from a quiet game.
That's consistent though.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's like I feel like if you're looking for consistency,
you could get like just say on a good day, just say on a good consistent day. That's 75 points easy.
Oh hell yeah!
With the running back position.
And then, like I said, so then the wide receivers, that's a little like, having to find points. But in PPR, I don't feel like it's that hard to get. The separation between number one.
Unless you like Amon got Devontae Adams and Hopkins.
Right.
That's for sure 20 points a game.
Right.
Just unless Aaron Rodgers' arm breaks and Kyler Murray's not throwing the ball.
Well, DeAndre don't need a good quarterback. But anyway, I agree with it.
Down.
Yeah, so that's the thing to me is that's why I was just like, man, I look at the consistency of it.
Then he got fucking badass hamstring Mike Evans on the bench. Don't you know he's gonna do it?
Well, he got Mike Evans in a great segue point, Waylon. Number 3, let's talk about trades. So we get into that. All
right.
Let's talk about the first one. I don't remember it off top. I just know it was crazy and I vetoed it.
Latavius Murray.
Yep.
And CeeDee Lamb.
For Joe Mixon and Allen Robinson. Paul, if you would have did that.
We can't predict before the season, sir.
No.
But look at it. Latavius, we all knew Kamara was signing a contract. He was out. Oh, yeah, you were trying to take advantage. I know.
I wasn't trying to take advantage. I mean, we seen an opportunity. We strike. I feel Latavius Murray going to have a big week this week. Watch what Latavius do this week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. No,
that's not Mark Ingram and Kamara no more.
No. And this was my
Latavius is there. Like when Kamara got hurt right there, Latavius was a RB1, RB2.
Yeah, but look at this.
RB1, high RB2.
But look at it like this though. Who had the first 3 carries of the game Sunday? It wasn't Alvin, sir. Yes, it does. That shows you the game script that they want to run. They want to run this ball and let Latavius be the lead.
You're not going to pay Kamara $14.5 million
to be a gadget player.
I'm not saying he's a gadget player, but I feel Latavius got a nice points in
listen. Latavius did get a lot of work, but my thing is that Alvin gets way too much work in the passing game and way too much work in like the screen game and stuff to consistently. Like for Latavius to do anything consistently, I just feel like we just talked about it. The reason I made my moves for running backs is for me, it's all about consistency, and I'm trying to stay consistent. And I feel like that's the name of the game. Maybe that's just the way I play fantasy football, but like for me, it's consistency. I'm trying to get consistent points, and for Paul to go ahead and move somebody who's pretty consistent in Joe Mixon and
like Joe Mixon, that was not That was
to
not
move
gonna be
to move that to go to like, all right, well, I'm getting Latavius Murray and an unknown commodity and
Marlon
CD
Mack.
Lamb and Marlon Mack, who tore his
Marlon Mack before
nobody knew. Yeah,
had a great game going.
But I will say
I'm not trading a top 10 running back.
Yeah.
And a top
potentially
10 receiver.
Joe Mixon looked horrible.
For 2 running back by committees and a
Marlon Mack did look good before the injury and all that stuff. He did look good. I had him in a few leagues. I thought he was going to potentially be able to do some things because he's still Marlon Mack. They wasn't giving the job up to him, but still in all, I'm the reason that there's a quote Paul. I sent Paul the rankings in the group text when I was like, I mean, you draft like how like largely disproportionate they were, and what I mean is like, sure, the top 10 we got our fantasy crew Snapchat where we talk about top 10s before the season and all this other stuff, and sure. Our all of ours are completely different, right? We had Kenyon Drake in it. Some of us didn't. Chubb, all this stuff. We all had different.
I was high on Kenyon Drake.
But what I'm saying is, we all had differing opinions in who should go where. But there was no surprises. It wasn't like it was like, oh yeah, there's a top 10, and one of us got Marlon Mack in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of thing I feel like with Paul is just like. Yeah, you can have an opinion of like, I think this player is going to be this, but you can't tell me you're going to somehow predict some shit that people who do this for a living, people who've won multiple titles, people who've done this, like you're not going to tell me you all of a sudden got the magic formula. Like, nah, I'm telling you, they drafted Jonathan Taylor, but Marlon Mack's coming out and setting the world on fire. He's definitely going to outscore Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, you make that trade alone, Joe Mixon does not equate to the points of the other players on the board.
Joe Mixon about to drop like 35 points tonight.
Well, even if he don't, look at the season-long projection. I feel like that's the problem, like with a lot of these trades. Look at last year, the most controversial trade of all. We talk about surprises. We talked about that earlier, but still surprised because I'm still shocked by this shit today. And the reason we talk about vetoes and stuff is because the trade we allowed to go through with Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey for Juju and Kareem Hunt.
And Chubb.
Was it Chubb?
Chubb.
I think it was Chubb and Juju.
But still.
Chubb and Juju for McCaffrey. You
trade the number 1 player in fantasy, the greatest fantasy season ever. You trade that for those 2 picks, and they don't even come close or scratch the surface to equating to those points. And I thought it was funny, that Timmy don't normally enter into the group me chat, but even Timmy entered the group me chat to say 2-for-1 player trades don't really make sense, and that's kind of true. But it depends. Like
he probably didn't even veto it though.
No, he didn't. But like when for instance, last year a trade me and Waylon worked out. It was Lamar Jackson for Darren Waller and Kyler Murray. That was a 2-for-1. In the essence of points, Lamar wound up being the number 1 finishing quarterback. But Kyler Murray and Darren Waller ended up being top 5 tight end, and Kyler Murray ended up being somewhere like at 12. I think he finished top 12, or he might have been top 10 last year.
I believe he was top 10.
Right. So in that essence, a 2-for-1 does make sense because the points sort of mesh out somewhere across the board.
Like a 2-for-1, but I'm not doing a 2-for-1 makes sense, but I'm not doing a 3-for-1.
Yeah.
Or 3 for like the Amon trade. I'm not doing that.
Well, what is the problem? I think the problem with the trade is that we keep getting back to Amon on this.
No. So let's talk about. Wait, let's talk about the one. Let's talk about the one that just went through. Let's talk about the one that just went through.
Chubb and Hunt is not going to be Kamara and Mark Ingram.
No. So you got
be better.
So Rowe.
Whoever's going to have the hot hand, that's who's going to get the ball that game.
So let me.
You have to start and flex 1.
Let me say the trade. So Rowe got Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, and CD Lamb, and he had to drop Chris Thompson. Amon receives Mike Evans and Austin Eckler.
bad hamstrings, Mike Evans. We're gonna add that out there.
But why would you want that?
No, listen.
You got more of the upside.
No, obviously.
You got the upside.
Obviously, he gets the upside of the trade.
You think about it.
But my thing
we can't project upside.
No, you can't. You can't.
Eckler's a top 10 running back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was the part to me that I would have been like, not from that part, because Austin Eckler's a top 10 running back.
He's a top 10 receiver when healthy, top 5 when healthy.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, let's calm down.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
What they got? They got Michael Thomas, Julio, Tyreek, Hop, Devontae Adams. So top 6.
So again,
outskirts.
But even then, I don't know, because I don't trust he's suing his system for me.
Thank you. That's what I was getting at.
But
and then Brady got too many targets right now and fucking.
Yeah. No, but just of it all, you traded the top 10 running backs, the key piece and all of that. Because Rose's comment was Rose's comment was I don't have running backs. How you say I don't have running backs, but you traded top 10 running back to get a running back committee? Yeah. So
to get the best duo in the
in essence, you say, oh, I don't have running backs, but I mean Austin Eckler combined, like Austin Eckler and Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt combined.
Then they playing each other this week. Damn, how much you paying for this win, Mo?
I don't believe in paying for anything outside of.
And my thing is too your running back situation.
What's wrong
now
with you?
You're only down to Eckler and Drake. I don't want to hear nothing about James Robinson. I don't want to hear about Benny Snell. James Conner's full practice today, so you might as well drop Benny Snell.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, I'd hold on to him too.
Yeah, let's calm down.
Yeah, because James Conner, he got one concussion, he'd be done. But
no, it's not that. Benny Snell got the work. That's what surprised me.
Yeah.
Even before the injury, Benny Snell was getting the work,
right.
And he looked like the better running back.
Or Eckler get hurt. Now you're done with.
I mean,
for the rest of the season, unless you
do what you got to do to parlay. I mean, anything's available.
Okay. So we talking.
I shot my negotiator shirt.
Okay, so we talking about. I mean, y'all talking about you saying, oh, if this happens, his team like that. Let's talk about the hot seat. It's only week one. It's only week one. But what teams? Waylon saying, among your team look like this. What teams y'all feel potentially maybe in the hot seat?
I mean, if I'm going just looking at it offhand, I mean, honestly, to me, I'm I'm going to go Brady, just because
Brady.
Yeah, just because I feel he's running. Yeah, because I feel his 2 top assets on his team both had big major injuries. I mean, you look at Drew Brees losing Mike Thomas for over 7 weeks potentially, and then Tom Brady losing.
No, Mike Thomas could possibly play Monday Night Football.
Well, we gonna see how that plays.
Yeah.
He's not gonna play.
And then you look at the back end of that roster. I mean, I'm not really. Chris Godwin may sit out depending on how all that concussion play out. And Tom Brady and Drew Brees both didn't look too impressive in week 1. So I mean, and then he got a tough matchup this week. So you go. I mean, I know we got 18, so he got a little slack there.
He still got McCaffrey though. He's gonna get him to at least 15.
Yeah, but I mean, do you feel confident with Edelman? And then I mean,
he started Edelman. Okay, with real talk though, he started Edelman over Odell, so I respect that because he was about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good move.
But I was start Odell. I would start Odell over Christian Kirk right now. He still got Christian Kirk in the bench.
Well, I mean,
maybe Brady feels some kind of way about the shitty situation Odell's in. I don't know.
He don't like. Gotta get the shit off his chest.
Yeah, exactly. So for me though, I look at it. I wasn't gonna say Tillman on the lowest scoring point. I mean, lowest scoring, team. He didn't really make no moves. It's always fun just to pick on him, just because I mean, he's going for that 3-peat and
ain't gonna happen.
All that stuff. So it's just fun to pick on him. But when I look deeper at it, honestly, like I said, we touched on it earlier when we first started talking about surprises. Anthony actually ends up in the hot seat for me, even though he got the win, because like I mentioned, Calvin really did put up 39.9, and you talking about Julio probably sitting.
I'm gonna say the same too. Cause he gotta have to make some moves.
Yeah, because you look at the roster construction, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just like, it's I look at it and I'm like, all right, so he's over, but then you still, his quarterback situation, you
It's
looking
dicey.
at right.
Quarterback is not bad.
What?
But you get to
Joe Burrow and Danny Dimes?
And yeah.
Joe can turn up in the
Okay,
season,
okay, but then
but
move
I'm
on to
going
running back.
situation. I'm
You
not
got
starting
Alex
Anthony Madison.
Exactly.
You got Melvin Gordon and Anthony Madison.
And he's got Cam Akers. He does not have a running back. He does not have a running back too. He's literally starting second. He's literally starting a second string running back.
That's what you should have did, Amon. You should have traded him. You could have got your star tied in with Kels.
I got Mark Andrews.
Center road.
Yeah, Mark Andrews has been doing the work.
I'm good on this.
So Waylon, Waylon, we in agreement. You say Anthony hot seat too. Yes, so you got I got Anthony, and you said Brady, right? Yeah.
I can't start them running backs.
Yeah, and my thing is, this is a season-long thing. Because I was actually about to fucking put Paul in the hot seat just because it's Paul. I think Paul has
got a decent team.
Paul has a good team as long as people can protect Paul from Paul. I think he has a good team.
Paul does not need any protection. Paul is one of the best managers in this league. Emotions run high.
What he should be doing right now is starting AJ Green and Corey Davis. But
you know what Paul should be doing? You know what Paul should be doing? Paul should be saying "fuck them boats" is what Paul should be doing.
That's his living, man. That's how you pay the bills, man.
But all right, so to wrap it up, to finish up the week one, we talk about our matchup of the week.
I won't change it now.
You want to change it?
Yeah, because I just thought about what y'all said, and y'all said, Anthony team, and then we shout out to Tillman.
Right.
But they play each other.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to be a pretty interesting matchup, like you say, to see how that really plays out, to see how it goes. But I think I'm gonna stick with
You sure? Because I'm fine either way.
Switch it.
You picture some facts right now. So this is a mid switch. So which I don't know.
Yeah, because you got tight end. Because you got a tight end battle with Chelsea and Eric.
So in this show, we do prep. I know it sounds like it seems like we don't. We just kind of wing this shit, but we do prep. We had prep this one. We had JB and Waylon
which still gonna be a great matchup.
It's still gonna be a good match. Although leaning into us talking about hot seats, Tillman and Anthony, I think is a very telling. Because what does the commish do? He falls to 0-2. That's why he was in my potential hot seat.
Exactly. Right.
If he falls, I know he's looking for the waiver spot, and we got extended playoffs, and we got all this stuff. But do you really want to start the playoffs off? That's my thing. Is like
no.
And you start off 0-2. That's a dangerous game to play. Who's he playing?
Stephen and Brady though. That's not a bad matchup either.
Oh, and I want to say this week is actually some good matches. I actually was thinking about that too.
Who's commish play in week 3?
Oh, I ain't even know. Let me see.
Probably you. Oh, I can't wait for the Brady and Stephen video. That was
actually he plays Waylon next week.
Yeah. So let's say he loses. Let's say he get this loss to Anthony, right? What happens if he has to play Waylon? And anything can happen in this fantasy football, but I'm just saying, let's say he has to play Waylon, who dropped, a top scoring team in the league. And let's say Commish falls.
The only 3-peat he's gonna have this year is 0-3.
So let's say Commish goes to 0-3, right? Then week 4 he plays his dad. So and Ready Freddy's team looks pretty Ready Freddy's team. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. If Rodgers is back to his old self, that's 2 elite quarterbacks. He picked up Brown way before the season started. That was a damn good pickup.
Who saw that coming?
Exactly. Derrick Henry. He's got Tyler Lockett and Cooper Kupp, and he's still got James Conner on the bench. To see where that's headed.
That's gonna change.
And he's got David Montgomery. So Ready Freddy's got some depth. And so, like I said, not to again knock Tillman's team, but that's not a cakewalk. Ready Freddy's not gonna be a cakewalk. So you could potentially go 0-4. And I was 0-4. I think I was 0-4 or 1-3 last year. I started fucking season.
1-3, yeah, 1-3.
Bruh, it was. And look,
you didn't make the playoffs.
Just missed it by a game.
Top scoring team in the league did not make the playoffs. And like
then goes against Brady week 5.
Yeah. So That's
And
what
you
I
don't
said.
really play week 6. So.
As I said, so
Hey, but shit's gonna
commish-
change. Wave was gonna change.
yeah, games are gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be up and down. That's not to put like say, oh, someone's in a hole right now and all stuff, because it is week 1. It's just fun to to look long term. But if you're looking at it, like I said, like I said, I'm glad we switched it, because truthfully told, this is I feel an important win, because he has to get this win against Anthony, because I wouldn't want to go 0-2, and start the season 0-2 and then having to play, Waylon. That's not a I mean, I had to be the second highest scoring team in the second highest scoring team in the league to beat Waylon.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely gonna be how he plays out. It's gonna be interesting to see what he really does moving forward.
That's
gonna be fun.
Anything else? Anything else I want to talk about cover before?
Yeah, I mean, before we close out, I mean, we touched on the
How much time we got left?
A little bit.
But how about we just change the trading system? Do I just send trades to you guys and y'all approve it, and then we go out and then I send the offers out?
So
I don't know what
so you send
what's the preference?
So you send the offers to me and Waylon, and me and Waylon go, all right, that's pretty fair. Is that what you want to do? And then before you make it,
the commission have everybody's numbers.
He does.
So we send the trade. Well, just say one of us three or the league after they're gonna see this video. We send the trade. Every trade that goes through, send it to the commish. Commish send it to everybody in text message, not group me out, text message.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you want the trade, thumbs down if you don't agree to the trade.
Right.
So we know who veto and then send the trade through right there.
Yeah,
because
and that group message and that text message thread can, like you said, just be
silent.
Yeah, but that
text silent because y'all like the message at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
About to say that text message thread can be just trades. No, like it could be just trades. No, like thumbs up, thumbs down, and trades only. No talking. Like we can save that for the group me. Save that for the group me. Them TikToks of the commish that could all go to the group me. But trades, like you said,
like a Monday night game or a Sunday night game, and you want to make a trade, or just say Thursday night game like tonight. I want to make a trade for Thursday night game, and it's Wednesday. If they got somebody playing Thursday, I'm gonna miss. You gotta put the trade through. I'm gonna miss that person on my team.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
I think it would be better for the league. Everybody sees it instead of it being anonymous or
who voted, who rejected it. Yeah, that's
like you didn't know. There's probably gonna be some people that's gonna vote no just regardless.
Me?
Paul
feels slighted. Paul feels slighted because you guys decided to veto his trade personally. That he negotiated to make it work.
We saved him.
Hindsight 2020.
Paul was making an iPhone, got frustrated, and was trying to jump out the building, and we those safety nets in Japan to catch the work.
I bet you Paul
we caught Paul before Paul was able to commit suicide from working way too many hours and being way too.
Paul's at McDonald's right now eating a Travis Scott meal.
Hey, I gotta give shout out to Paul, man. The dude.
But all right, so
he loves life.
Spicy nuggets, they're fire.
But all right, so we'll end everything's up. Speaking of spicy video coming this week. So
who you pay?
Brady. So we'll wrap things up. This is week 1 of the fantasy football crew.
Should I trade for Joe Burrow? All right.
Clyde's available for the right price.
Cam Newton's available.
All right, y'all.